when you think about Bioshock Infinite's characters, in Bioshock 1, I think the biggest character in the world was actually the world of Rapture. And I think with Infinite, we're continuing that tradition as well, that there's a lot of narrative told in the world, and very much probably on the same scale as there was with Bioshock 1. But we also saw an opportunity to bring the dynamic element of storytelling to the characters. And our challenge is, of course, is that we don't have a very presentational medium. I mean, you think about storytelling in a lot of games, you're thinking about going to a cutscene or being locked into place, and that's not something we really like to do. And so we created this character and named two characters, Booker and Elizabeth. One who's a character you inhabit, and the other one is a character that the AI inhabits.
Back there at the shop, what you asked me to do.
Let's not discuss it.
No, what did that thing do to you?
If he were to take me back, that's death, Mr. DeWitt. Or something so like it, I cannot tell the difference.
Booker is, I think you're going to see him be multi-dimensional throughout the game. Starts off very, very simple, and if you know history at all, he's a former Pinkerton agent, which those were bad guys. Bad guys feared the Pinkertons. And the fact that he was kicked out of the Pinkerton agency should kind of give you a little bit of insight into what kind of guy he is. He's seen a lot. He's done a lot. He's got a lot to make penance for. And when he's presented this opportunity, which at first is just a job to him, of getting Elizabeth out of her gilded cage and taking her from point A to point B, that's where I think his journey starts, not just in a literal sense, but more of a metaphorical sense as well.
Looks as if some desperate fella called this place home.
What does that make us?
Liz is interesting because she is really coming of age in this story, and she's figuring out what kind of woman she wants to be, kind of getting out of that little girl thing, which has been, even though she's a little bit older, I think being held captive, I mean, I would assume her whole life, or however long Ken decides, she's been held captive by Songbird. That's kind of halted her growth in terms of defining her independence. So she's figuring that out, and she's very sweet, very compassionate, and also very headstrong, which I like that about her.
He's in pain.
Not for long. I need you to step back.
Wait, there's a tear. See, right here.
Elizabeth, it's just an animal.
I can control it this time.
It is too powerful. You won't be able to stop it.
I wasn't asking for permission.
In terms of what I look for in a voice actor, I look for somebody who can inhabit the role. And sometimes they'll bring something to the role that I had no idea, and I'll change the role. With both of them, I think I saw people who sort of inhabited the basics of what I saw in the character, but they're also very good at taking direction. They're very good at responding to feedback, and that's what I mean more. It's less direction and more feedback, because a lot of times I don't even know what I want, and I'm just sort of saying, let's try in this area. And they're very open to that, and they're really generous in the process, and that's been incredibly helpful. I have an interesting relationship with the actors in the sense that I ideally would like to hire actors and bring them in and say, like, okay, I totally got this figured out, guys. This is just what here's your piece of paper, go do X, Y, and Z. And that's just not the case in this game, because we're doing something that we haven't really done before. So when we start sessions with them, I basically have a bunch of writing I've done and a bunch of sort of scenes we want to do. And sometimes those scenes end up, they're very prototypical of what we're actually going to end up with. And I basically try to be very honest with them and say, look, I don't really exactly know how we're going to get there. And we just sort of sit around and talk about it, and we record a lot of stuff. We keep the recordings going, we keep the cameras going. The camera's on Courtney's face, so we can get emotional reference from her face as well as her voice.
Elizabeth.
Promise me.
I will stop him.
No. That is an oath you cannot keep. But promise me that if it comes to it, you will not let him take me back.
It won't come to that. All right?
The benefits of working with a voice actor directly is, that sort of interactive process. There's a sequence where Troy's berating Courtney to get a certain performance of a moment we needed. And that wasn't just Troy being an asshole. That was, me asking Troy to help get Courtney to an emotional place.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Do you need something to build to it?
I'm thinking. I'm not just ignoring.
Help if he berated you a bit?
A what?
If he berated you a bit? Berated you?
Yeah, sure.
What, what were you doing? What were you thinking? This is never
Fucking
gonna work.
moron.
You're gonna get us fucking killed.
I like that.
Keep going.
Yeah, Troy, don't be afraid of it.
No, I'm not.
Really
I'm
go
not.
into her.
Yeah.
No, I just don't want you to stop.
Fucking child.
Shut up!
It's Glenn Ross beating up.
Makes me so uncomfortable. Keep going.
I don't care if you're uncomfortable or not. Pull it the fuck together. You've either got this or you don't. The fuck were you thinking?
Keep at her, Troy. Keep at her.
No, she's got it. She just needs to fucking focus. Don't fucking laugh!
Okay, you were right. I can't control it. It's not possible.
With what I've seen lately, I wouldn't put a nickel on what's possible. Now, come on. I think it's time we found Comstock, okay?
Can we do it once more?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Will you yell, you fucking psychopath? Will you scream at me a little more? And then be nice?
To say, what's it like working with Ken Levine? And I always answer with, I don't know. I'll let you know. Because so far we're not working, we're playing. We're having fun. We're in a sandbox, It's not work. It can be exhausting, but so can, riding roller coasters all day.
I kind of... Can we just try it? I know you don't want to.
Ben, I want to see what you do with it.
Oh, great. No pressure.
Nope.
I think that, we sort of have a couple of rounds of a few rounds of experiments, and now we're starting to understand our process a lot better, and that will help move the process along more quickly, and then we'll find, new challenges we'll take on, and we'll get stuck again, and we'll just have to figure those out.